Well, hello, welcome again to a reading through of Herodotos. This is from book 1, and I'm just going to do chapters 32 and 33 here. 33 is very short, 32 is very long. This is the very famous story, it's the end of the story of Solon and Kroisos. So Solon, on the one hand, indeed, neme, this is from nemo, to distribute, literally, so it can mean to grant. So he granted the second prize of happiness to these ones. So in the earlier sections he's mentioned two scenarios. But Kroisos, sperkthos, having become angry, and its nearest passive from sperko, he said, O xene Athenai, O Athenian guest. Now it is a question here, I think. So our happiness thus, so have you then, aperiptai, from aporipto to hurl, have you in this way indeed hurled our happiness, or sorry, has our happiness in this way then been hurled to nothing? So in other words, has been despised, so that you have made us not even the worthy of idiote and andra. And idiotes is a private citizen, so this must be something like the common men. Kroisos, of course, is a king. So he says, has not our happiness in this way then been hurled to nothing, so that you have made us not even worthy of common men? And he said, O Kroisos. Now the main verb is down here. This is from erotao. It's erotao normally. This is in the Ionic dialect. So you have asked me, who am well versed, so knowing, the divine thing, being completely. So you've asked me, who know that the way the gods work is completely phthoneron, completely jealous or grudging, tekai, and also tarakodes, also turbulent. Peri, notice the accent, so regarding the affairs of, or human affairs. So it's an adjective here, regarding human affairs. For entomacro chrono, literally in a long life, so perhaps for during, or for the duration of a human life, or in a long life, estin, notice the accent here, on the one hand it is possible to see many things which someone might not wish, understand, to see, and also to suffer many things. Now he makes this very strange comment here, gar hebdomekonte etia uron. Now uron for oros, meaning a boundary. So he says, I lay down a boundary of 70 years of life for a man. That's a bit like the biblical 70. Those being, so these being 70 years, understood, 70 years, parakontai, literally provide, and then we get this very large number here, which is 25,200 days. So we would say are equal to. For these being 70 years, they are equal to 25,200 days, and a genitive absolute. An embolimu, it's a technical term, it means an intercalary month. These are months that were inserted into the Greek lunar calendar to make the lunar year and the solar year match up to some extent. So this is a genitive absolute, there being no intercalary month. But if indeed you wish there to be, now this is toheteron, every other of years, so if you wish there to be each if you wish to make, I think, for the genesthai, if you wish to make every other year longer, or by a month, in order that, in fact, the seasons might agree, paraginomeni eis to deon, literally coming together as necessary, then we get manes men para, then there are 35 intercalary months beside the 70 years. So then beside the 70 years, the intercalary months are 35. And the days from these months, and we get another number here, the days from these months are 1050. Tution tone hapasion hemeron tone. So out of all these days of the 70 years, there being another number here, 26,250 of them, the one of them literally brings an affair like in no way to the other day, top parapan, at all, or entirely. You take this is adverbial here. So in other words, out of all these days in the 70 years, all 26,250 of them, not one of them brings on an affair or brings on anything like at all to another day. In other words, every day is different. Thus, therefore, O Kroisos, we get this very clipped here, panesti anthropos sum phore. It's literally a man is, pan I take adverbially, entirely sum phore, is entirely chance. In other words, man is all, it's literally man is all chance or accident. Emoi desu kai plutian megaphoneae chabasavius polon einai anthropon. But you also appear to me, to be greatly wealthy and a king of many men. It's an odd place for the Ainai here, but that must be it. So you appear to me to be a man of great wealth and a king of many men. So that's, was there a men there? No. So, but that thing which, relative pronoun here, top for hot, you have asked me, I will not yet say to you. In other words, whether he's prosperous or olbios or not. So that which you've asked of me, I will not yet say to you until I might perceive from punthanamai you having completed your life well. So I'm not going to tell you whether you're olbios or not until you've completed your life well. And of course this is very ironic because we know he's not going to finish his life well, he's going to have an unpleasant ending. Uga ti homega plusios, for not in any way now mega plusios is great wealth. It's normally megas. They're taking the mega here is almost adverbial. So the one wealthy in a great way is not in any way more prosperous than the one having literally for the day. In other words, having enough for the day, having his daily bread, basically. For the one who is greatly wealthy is not in any way more prosperous more than the one who has his daily enough for the day. Ame, unless, now 2k is the subject here, and epispoito, this is from F Heppo. So unless good luck, I think 2k is good luck here, follows him, that's a dative for auto, so it, the verb takes a dative case. So unless good luck follows him, and he ends so as to end his life, to complete his life, having all good things, to complete his life well, having all good things. So I'll do that bit again, it's a bit rough there. So for the one who is very wealthy is not in any way more prosperous, more olbios, it's a word with a very hard to get into English. It means prosperous, happy, having prosperity. He's no more that, more prosperous than the one who has just the daily needs, unless good luck might follow him, and for him to end his life well, having many good things. Poloi menga tsa plutoi. Now tsa is an old, you see it in Homer, it's an Ionic form, it's originally dear in the sense of very much so. So tsa, so for many very wealthy people of among men are unolboi, are unprosperous, so do not have prosperity. So they've got plenty of money, but they're not prosperous. And on the bit of balanced men, poloi de, but many. Now echo plus an adverb is like the verb to be, so many being measured of life. In other words, being, we would say, being of moderate means, euchokes, have good luck. Homen de mega plusios, the one indeed who is very wealthy, but so the one indeed who is very wealthy, but alone, the pro-echo means to surpass, so it's something like is superior to, for the one who is very wealthy is superior, but is unolbos. So the one who's got plenty of money but is not prosperous surpasses, and it takes a genitive, it's what's confusing me, only surpasses the one with good luck in two ways. Hutos de tu plusiu is only in two ways. So the rich man, so he, now the pro-echo, we have to understand that from the next line. So, I see, yeah, we're getting a men and a balanced here, a balance of men and then a de. So that men balances this de here, it's what confused me a bit here. So he said the one who has great wealth only surpasses the one who has good luck in two ways, but the one who is lucky, understood, that's the hutos, surpasses the wealthy, but we would say unlucky man, poloisin, in many ways. That's quite hard. Homen, now the homen again is referring back to the wealthy man. He's not saying it all the time, but the homen is referring back to the person he mentioned first before. That's the wealthy man. The wealthy man entelesai epithumian. Oh, I see. For the wealthy man, understand is, we've got to come down to dunatoteros, is more able to bring to fulfillment his desire, to fulfill his desire, and he is more able, enekai, that's the infinitive from pharaoh, it'd be, it's enenkon in Attic, but it's a variant irregular verb, but it's from pharaoh. So he's more able to bear great destruction falling upon him. So the one who is wealthy is more able to fulfill his desire and to bear great destruction when for having fallen upon him. And this is a future part of pesumai. So this is a future. Is able to bear great destruction which is about to fall down upon him. Hoder, but this is the other one. So the rich man is able to do that. Oh no, sorry. And he surpasses the other one in these things. Now, so destruction and desire, not in the same way. I'd say, but it is not in the same. It's not in the same way possible for the man who doesn't have money. So the lucky man, but who doesn't have any money, is not in the same way able to bear destruction and to fulfill his desire, is not able like to that man. So it is not possible for the it is not possible for that man, that is the one who is poor but lucky, to bear destruction and satisfy his desire, homos, in the same way, but his good fortune, this is from apo plus eruko, but keeps these things away for him. But he is aperos. This word occurs elsewhere in Herodotos. It means he's lacking in deformity, so he's unmaimed is the normal word for this. So he's unmaimed, he's unharmed, he is without disease and inexperienced of evils, so has no experience of evils. He is eupais, that is, he's lucky with his children, he has fine children, and euades, and he's good looking. Eide prostituoisi eti telutese ton. So if in addition to these things, further he will complete ton bion, his life, well, so he'll fulfill his life well. This is the man, you'll just apply estin, this is the man whom you are seeking. And then in brackets, ho olbios kekleisthai axios estin. He is worthy to be called olbios, prosperous. But prindan telutese, but before he has died. Now we get infinitives for imperatives. This is very Homeric here, really. So restrain yourself and do not call yet that man prosperous until he has died. Don't call him albios, but euchukia, but perhaps lucky. Tapanta men nun tauta sullabain anthropon ionta inotestin. For it is impossible for someone being a human to, well, Solon has a range of meanings. Here it's just, I think, to to take, to have all of these things then. So it is then impossible for one who is a human being to possess or to take all of these things. Hosper, just as Udemia Kore, no land is sufficient, providing these things for itself. So no land is self-sufficient, providing all these things for itself. But alomen eke heterodu epideatai. But one of them, on the one hand, has something, but it lacks something else. So it's got one thing, but it lacks another. The land which might have ta plesta the most things, this land is ariste, this land is the best. Thus also one body of a man is in no way self-sufficient, but it is lacking in for it has one thing, but it is lacking in another. Hostan auton placed ekon diatelekai epauta tetuliesa Eucharistos ton bion. So whoever of them reaches completion having the most things, and afterwards might die Eucharistos agreeably. Might bring to an end his life agreeably. This man, O king, it is just, O king, for this name, for him to bear this name from me. So this man is right to bear this name from me, O king. That is the name of olbios. So whoever has lots of things in his life, ends his life happily, this man is just. It is just for this man to bear this name from me. Scopean crane, for it is necessary to look at the end of each matter, in what way apobasetai it will turn out. Poloisi gade hypodexas albon hotheos pro ridzus anetrepse. For indeed hypodexas, having the god, having promised prosperity to many, he overturns them by the roots. In other words, he rips them out by the roots. So he promises prosperity, but then rips it out by the roots. Speaking these things to Kroisos, now this is now chapter 33, which is a very short one, so I'll just tack this in here. So this is Solon, and we get a very abrupt change of subject here. So it's very abrupt. So Solon speaking these things to Kroisos. Kroisos was not in any way, so neither was he pleased, he was not in any way pleased, nor, now poio in the middle to regard, nor did he regard him, that is Solon, so nor did Kroisos regard Solon of any worth, and he sent him away. Kartodoxas amathea anai, thinking him to be very unlearned, thinking him to be very ignorant. He who metais for methes, it's from meta, it's methiami. He passing over his present good things. So this is he Solon. So Solon, who having passed over many present good things, bid him to look at the end of each affair. And that is the end of section 33.